Karibuni Chitab Kalenjin kebwatwech Dr. Legend nebo Kalenjin Gospel Artist Arap Kimeto kale Igere Nee Chitab Kalenjin ibwoti Nee Chitab Kalenjin kaib nafas neinegei sakatak fans chechok tugul cheisubech kebeberwek tugul chekakomong kebeberwek Australia olimbo emetab America akotok nebo kenyit nelel tikolel kenyit amidalija Happy New Year akotok nebo 2022 kenyit age tokos kenyini konye lakini kokakenyoru kenyit amidit akata kotokolalang kenyit kimakwa ki age tugul nemie ki age tugul nebo kaberuret chekitou kenyitab 2022 akati fans chechok mwawech ile inamchinech ano eng betutab rani eng kemboutab rani eng saisiek chebo saa 7 saa 9 olimbo emetab Kenya kakeitung tetutiet ne notok kichome Igere Nee Chitab Kalenjin tawechi kongoi eng biik tugul chekiotunen in eng tetutiet nekisirtoi episode number 55 nekikimi emetab Western Australia. Chang biik chekisirwa, chang biik chekinyorwa kole kinetokis akobo tetutiet nekisirto eng nekibo wikit konye kemi ak angot askofu notok ko Sakong'ai ak timit tugul nebo olimbo emetab Western Australia Rift Valley nebo nyo ngolep emetab Australia. Karibu akere kakoit balozi kong'ete Ohio, engineer nenyo kong'ete olimbo emetab Florida tamwawok alechinak Happy New Year, Happy 2022 kiwechi kongoi ko ki timit tugul amu kokomutwech kamuktoindet kaking'ete ra kenyini 2022 tone very special meche sikoashanwechin balozi ngenyoru ng'olyo kityo kobun studio akot kiwechi kongoi akobo kampunit notok bo Optiven director George Washuri angayanet nekiyanech akokonech kepatinan tugul akemarketan keibu agenge. Kongoi George Washuri, kimakun Happy New Year. Dori Chelagat ak the team tugul nebo Optiven. Kongoi kora Tamu Life agenge eng kampunit kora ne sponsors anan teletin program ini ak ki age tugul netikomi oret ilen 2022 meche ketuiye tugul ak timitab Igere Nee Chitab Kalenjin kelechinin karibu sana. Tikiwechi kongoi eng biik tugul kora chekikatoretech chukikimi boisiet olimbo kuraba wa legend notok ko Joel Kimeto ameche kityo amwawok ak fans chechok chekikotoretech alecho kakotoigei safarit amang'u ale ngokere eng yo ko boisiet studio nekichopchinigei nekiteche kenyini tugul ak alumni tugul ak chi age tugul neikase imeche iegu agenge ngotko kikotinyin Dr. Joel Kimeto eng oret agenge anan ichome tienwogikyik anan ikere ile ndakisupporten Dr. Joel Kimeto iritenech ko ki timitab Igere Nee Chitab Kalenjin. Igere no ko studio nekiteche kenyini 2022 eng olimbo studio anan olimbo county nebo Kericho sitikotestai tienwogik cho ikase chobo Joel Kimeto kotikocher akonetegei biik alak moja kwa moja kenyoru ng'olyo kityo kobun notok George Washuri akebe moja kwa moja akoi olimbo emetab Columbus Ohio atya siketestai ak tetutiet nebo betutab rani. Ameche kityo kenyoru ng'olyo kobun olimbo studio kobun CEO George Washuri.
Hi there, my name is George Washuri. I am so happy to see you, and today I am here to enumerate, to explain how we package our land investment. And the way we package it is to ensure that every single Kenyan can be able to purchase a piece of property, a piece of land, depending on your pocket. We have 5 levels of our property, and we classify these levels as 1 star, 2 stars, 3 star, 4 star, and
Karibu balozi, testai. Karibu.
Kongoi Osea, kongoi Engineer Janet Chepkogei ak taonyo nekakoit eng betutab rani ak kasubik kyok tugul eng olomi ngoi boroini amwa akine ale Happy New Year eng chi age tugul. Kongoi eng akwek tugul chekosube kenyit konye akoi kakeitu kenyit nelel nitok 2022. Kemite kebeberta ni koroboni olep sang kichomegei winter emet lakini mami snow sang Osea. So makiusene ole mite engineer lakini makitinye snow, so kaitit lakini mami snow. Pakichomegei kokirokan kenyit komie akemeche kemakchi chi age tugul kenyit nebo kaberuret. Kemwoiwech Osea akobo taot nekikitinye eng Western Australia kong'etye rani olimbo Western Australia ak inyekebe akoi olimbo Europe kibendi emetab Italy, taonit nekile Siena eng olimbo Italy. Ko ngemwa emetab Italy Hosea, abwat kityo chakula, anyiny chakula korono nekisise kityo. So chakula ni mzuri kabisa emetab Italy. Ole kewe okot kioski anan ko ano ko chakula ni mzuri. So abwati ale so komwoiwet ot kole une anwa Italy ama emotinwek alak. So kongoi ing akwek tugul, kemwoiwech kora anan kingekimi Western Australia, ko wikit konye kora ko kokitinye meche tekemwa kongoi eng taot nyo nekikitinye kora notok eng kanisa ne bishop nebo Diocese of Eldoret. Kongoi, kikitinye kanisa kora kenyoru biik chemang'ering, ako kikirutochi inendet Daktari Joel Kimeto eng olimbo Mauche. Kokeborwech Hosea akobo project nekimeche kechop. So kimeche kesomin chi age tugul neimite ngimeche itoretech sikobit kiro kele kesulda ng'olyondoni. Ako ole kibetitoi ngimeche ialwe simendi agenge anan ko oeng, keyoe tugul this thing. So makorom, imukakse kechop kunotok. Kongoi eng akwek tugul chekiatoretech, alumni akwek tugul. So chi age tugul neimi olobo gaa, ngimuchi ial simendi agenge imwoiwech, ngimeche ikonech baoiyot anan ko baoinik anan ko ketit anan ko ifundiyot ikere ile imuchi bitoretech, we would appreciate it. So kibendi kunotok kot kote ketar project ini eng kenyini eng maketab Jehova, abwoti ale imukaksei. Ko kongoi eng akwek tugul cheisubech, akerok anan akere Bernardine Mayo, akere kora Janet Cherotich Koskei from Siena anan kale bunu ano kora akine. Kongoi, akere Janet Cherotich Koskei, Prudence Chepkogei, akerin Kiplagat Jonathan, Kiplagat Jonathan. Kongoi eng akwek tugul. Elvis Kiptoo following from Nairobi. Mongen ale miano chicho. Ko kongoi eng akwek tugul cheosubech, sitoi imwoiwech Hosea ile isubech akot ng'o. Ko kotomo kebe kebeberta nebo oeng keker kele kinyorchin emoni Italy, koteketoche ak tugul. Ko engineer, koune kenyit nelel eng olobo Florida? Ameche kityo ale olebo Ohio kechamegei, makitinye snow lakini kaitit. Karibu engineer.
Kongoi balozi ak Hosea ak Tanya nebo rani, ameche ale happy new year ak amwochi kasikchok tugul cheisubech ak fans chechok chebo show ninyo alenji happy new year 2022. We're so grateful for your support eng 2021 akoi rani kemite 2022 ako ongetestai tugul kibagenge. Eng kuruka mwaka eng oli balozi, it was really good. Kokimite ak choronok kerukani mwaka tugul ako it was very interesting amu I think before corona kicham kobendi biik kokere fireworks. Now here fireworks kokomite at our doorstep, so that was very interesting. Ako kwakere kora eng olin bo Kenya, mangen ale sitakomwoiwech Sonia ale koune eng Italy, kwakere kotindoi biik fireworks in their own balcony and backyards, which was, I guess the world is changing in a way. But tulisherekea vizuri, tunashukuru Mungu, kiboiboyeni, the weather was amazing. Kimi 80s go about 25, 24, somewhere there. Very good weather, mami ropta, mami angot koristo, so kiboiboyen balozi. Tanya nebarani gelen karibu. Ago, we are looking forward to your story and to you inspiring others. For our past guests, we also want to say thank you for your support in 2022 through the show, our projects, and through even sharing. So, ongetestai keitchi biik chechang, ongetestai ke share, ke like Facebook ak YouTube page nenyonet, sikobit keitchi biik chechang ak different stories so we can inspire more. Kongoi balozi.
Kongoi. Nekit sikomong nakimwoe kelen pageit anan mi pageit nebo in lakini nekit sikemong'u ak web page nenyonet. Website page nenyo ko nekit sikomong. Kokongo engineer, kitinye biik tugul cheimuche kotech, tukyo tugul chu technology, kongo inye engineer. Mary Chepkalum, mongen ale miono Mary Chepkalum, ko agere chito marakwet eng yu, agere chichi kile Evans Kaitani komi Nakoya City, Eric Kirwa, kongoi Eric Kirwa komi Muruti, Caroline Chepkorir kale bunu olimbo Marakwet, Cheptobot, abwati ale bunu gaa chicho. Karibu Caroline Bikira Koskei, kokongoi eng chicho, mongen ale isubech kobun ano. Sito komwoiwech Hosea kole isubech okot ng'o eng kebeberwekcho, lakini kotom keit yotok kimeche kekur toot kokatech sona ole kitinye toot kakoit. Ko kimeche ikatech kityo Fracidia, inendet ko toonyo netai ing kenyini. Inendet kekure toonyo number 56, Fracidia Chelagat Kemboi, nekakinyorchi taonitab Siena eng olimbo Italy. Ko kimeche ikatech kityo Fracidia ile chamgei sikonai biik kole imite. Karibu.
Kongoi sana Balozi, kongoi Janet. Happy New Year to all followers and chebo Igere Nee Chitab Kalenjin. Anen gekureno Fracidia Chelagat Kemboi, Kobilo. Abaibai, tumeruka mwaka salama huku Siena. The weather is good and we thank God. 2021 has been good, 2022 we thank God for it. Yes.
Ko Fracidia, kicham uyo kiyo lobo Italy ko kingemwa ng'oliotab COVID ko kikorom kabisa Italy. Kokoike ne sahi?
Okay, currently things are not good. For the first 1 week, kumekuwa na some cases ya COVID, so we are going back to wearing mask in public. Restrictions imeanza but sio sana, but all in all things are well. Sio mbaya vile kulikuwa, but there was a rise during the Christmas period. So few restrictions imewekwa, but in all things are okay.
Kongoi nye Fracidia kimagun jamnyach akileji na koribke angolo, komeche sikote imwochi biik kora ileji serious ngalechu amu uni mamake biik eng olimbo gaa, ngamatakani biik serious. Ko kameche amwaun Janet ak Fracidia ak Hosea kwanyoru booster nenyunet amut kibareke sahi. So kwanyoru doses tugul cho kimache. Ko mi biik chekocham komwoe kolen kakile ngerutin sijui kolyon, lakini achamegei. So kararan keribkei kunotok. Akot alochi mask kora, akot ngawe places, ngoma public ane, ko mamake ngokero biik kuyo crazy, lakini that is fine with me. So amu atyem aribkei as much as I can. So ngomeribkei maribin chi, ako ngomaribin chi akotuiyo ak corona kosaisere. So kararan kenai kunotok kora. So ketesetai kouni ko kimeche keweke keker kele miten Italy. Asing yekitar ko ole kibetitoi nyekebe ko abwati ale sikoketepse toonyo sikokotoiwech no kimwoe kele ladies first sikokotoiwech engineer. Ko kotom keit yotok ko katyem kityo achikil ale emoni Italy nga kikebendi. Ko Italy ko member agenge nebo the G7, yaani emotinwek tisab chemakorek eng dunia koboto emonito bo Italy. Tinye area nebo 301,340 km square, noto ko kergei ak 1,116,350 square miles, namba 71 eng ng'ony. Population kotindoi biik cheite 60 million point 3, noto ko 23 eng 2020 census. Tinye GDP makornatet nebo $2.001 trillion eng 2019. Akakimwa kele boto the G7. So ikere ile $1 trillion ko chepkondok chemang'ering. Ngepchei makornatetab emoni koibe chi tugul, ko kakipchei kele ngepchei makornatet koibe chi tugul $33,159. Noto ko namba 25 eng kenyitab 2019. Italy ko kinyoru independence June 2, 1946. Rome ko taonit agenge neos kabisa, ne capital nebo emoni, ko kitindoi kenyisiek 2,000. Taoninito bo Rome 2000 years old. Italy ko negit ko emet agenge, it is the 5th most visited country. Yani kiprutoinik cherutochin emoni abwati kityo ale kokaker ng'oliotab corona, lakini eng dunia korutochin biik cheitei 64.8 million eng kenyit. Kakimwa kele kororon amitwogik emoni, so komwoiwech akine kora Fracidia, chakula ni mzuri kabisa. Ngabwat ane Italy abwati chakula not amune achame chakula man, lakini kororon chakula. So tun engineer ngimeche irutochi ole Europe emet kabisa nebiamishe komie, utakula vizuri sana, go to Italy, you will enjoy. Cham ngiam spaghetti chokewe top restaurant ngolobo Florida, ikose ile sawa, lakini tobi olin ikere ile nga komo kongen kochop biikab olin, lakini Italy is very good. Siena kotinye population about 54,000, taonit nito kakinyorchi inendet. Siena kotindoi benkit agenge neos kabisa one of the oldest banks nekilen Monte del Pas nekikitou anan kikotebi eng mung'aret. It has been in business since 1472. Mongen ale kenyisiek ata cho. Benkit agenge neos kabisa nekikotebi eng mung'aret. Kakimwa eng yo kele Siena konaat eng ng'alekab cuisine, ng'alekab arts, museum, medieval, cityscape, ak tuguk chekororon. Mi ng'alekab faraisisiek kora chenootin eng kimasit age nekiyoe safarit aeng eng kenyit. So Siena is a very special city. Yewe Italy irutochi kebeberata ba Siena anan imuchi iwe Italy. Ole kewe eng Italy ko kararan. I remember I visited Rome. Kokinyawe Rome. Kokiawe Rome konyil chechang, lakini kinyawe ibawe tour. Aker tuguk kabisa chechang oche. I visited Vatican ak Rome. You can spend the whole 1 week in Rome. Ametare tuguk chekororon eng kebeberatak. So ngimeche irutochi Europe komeutie iwe kebeberta noto bo olimbo Rome. Ko osea kotomo keit kenyoru inendet engineer, ko ameche temwoiwech ile isubet ng'o. Ko ngomakerin Osea akere Noah Kipkemboi, ko Osea makere Osea. Benjamin Sugut, karibu. Eric Maraba, mwalimu, karibu sana. Patwell Serem, ko kelechinin karibu. Osea testai.
Kongoi balozi Bitarono, kaimutet akoi kebeberta nebo Siena, kara the oldest building nebo 14 something komakeny ulo. That's a lesson for us. Ikere kiteche ake ngoli ngiteche amakitar ko kikotoi kolul ole kikitaune, lakini choto ko sitikemwochigei kele siri kone. Kongoi Betwel Serem, following you from Kabrisang, Olimbo Nandi County. Kongoi chitab Kabrisang, mwalimu Eric Maraba, all the way from Olimbo Angari, agere bareke ak Snow, biikab Angari, mwalimu Sugut, all the way from Sydney. Noah Kipkemboi, following from Leketet, Olimbo Moi University area nekikure Runda, kokwetab engineer. Asante sana. Brian Ngetich, happy new year, following all the way from Doha, Qatar. Ak biik tugul chebo Doha kotokotin. Caroline chito kongoi, chitab Siena, team Siena, Omieno kongoi. Agere biikab Siena, Mary Chepkalum, following Kinley, Olimbo from Kapseret. Happy new year everyone. Alena ko Mrs. Kebene, kongoi Mrs. Kebene, chitab Nakoya, ak biik tugul. Eric Kirwa, asante sana. Caroline Chepkorir, following from Olimbo Marakwet, Olimbo Cheptobot, Olimbo kebeberta nebo Marakwet. Karen Cherotich, asante sana. Biik tugul. Elvis Kipta, following from Nai, kongoi chitab Nairobi. Benedict Mayo, kongoi Benedict, ngole imi ak chitugul age tugul nekeitu, ngot ko keitu for the first time shoini nyo, ngot ko kenyora for the first time akibunu olimbo ole kebunu kityo, ameche kityo isirwech ile imieno sitimuch kotikeitin eng betut age. Jelimo Bishop, asante sana, isubech moja kwa moja, asante sana. Akobunu chitab kokwet nebo Fracidia, sikoi komwawech inendet ngot kongengei, ko agere kosubech kabisa. Meche kityo tabwatu akale oye wi kityo YouTube nenyo ne noto kobo Igere Nee Chitab Kalenjin, akisubscriben eng YouTube nenyo, akilaikan, akishare sikosikyi koityi biik chechang kabisa. Inyoru kityo nemi logo nebo Igere Nee Chitab Kalenjin. So kongoi biik chok tugul kakelogen kakerat katoige sabarit ameche kityo kenyoru kityo ng'olyo kwa ufupi atyo sitestai balozi ak engineer akoi olimbo kakesunet.
This is what we mean, that if you buy a property that is 1 star with Optiven, one of the things that is evident, the property is cheaper, is below $500,000. And this particular property is basically bare land. We only do subdivision, put the beacons, and then produce titles. That is 1 star. The second level, we call it 2 star. This is prime land, whereby we grade the roads, we put a marking fence, do the beacons, and produce titles. And this property is also not very expensive. It's slightly above the bare land. The third level, we call it 3 stars. This 3 star is value added plots. We do the malam, we do the water, we do the mesh fence.
Kongoi CEO nenya Joshua Shuri, kongoi CEO Joshua Shuri, tikiwekchi kongoi CEO angen ale isubech, ako kongoi kabisa boisiet neyoe ak kampunit nebo Optiven. Ameche kityo ngokatare ko maanai sikomwawa CEO kole tot Fracidia koyamegei ak Buch Star koi baadaye kotamwa ale kale CEO namegei ak Fracidia Star ngoro. Kongoi Moses Langat all the way from olimbo Sharte eng olimbo UAE, ako tikibwatwak akobo Tamu Life, kampunit agenge ngimi emetab America ko research ne kwai ko biikab America ko echai kabisa biikab America, ko kibwatwa kele ngiye chaik ibwat kampunit nebo Tamu Life, iwe kityo ikukuleni ko deliverun akoi olimbo kurgat koreng'ung. Karibu balozi, potestai.
Kongoi nye Hosea, kongoi ngakwe tugul. Moses Langat, United Arab Emirates, karibu sana. Noto ko inendet ko ki alumni nenyo. Meche kele karibu chi age tugul. Kibwatwok akobo Optiven, kampunit noto mi kebebertab Nairobi. Meche ichengchigei mbar kidogo, iboisie noto asikobit mosirgei ak biik anan sinyorchigei property eng kebebertab Nairobi. Akibwatun akobo Tamu Life, noto ko chaik chekinyorchin kebeberta nebo America. Yemeche inyoru chaik kimuchi keshibenun, imwoe kityo ile imyono atya kemwoun siodan, takokindoi yo ole imuchi iodande. Akibwatun kora ko ndonyo mat yemeche imarketan kibagenge ng'ung anan ko business neng'ung, imuchi iboisie kampunit notok. Eric Tirop, karibu. Kimeche kesom kele likean ak isubscribean ak ishean asikobit ketestai. Ko kong'etegei ukemeche kebe asiketepse anan kisub sabaritab taonyo nebo betutab rani, notok taonyo number 56, Fracidia, Chelagat Kemboi, nekakinyorchi inendet Siena, Italy, emetab anan olimbo Europe. Ko toiwech rani inendet engineer sikokwerio ko katikati ole ketestai kou notok. Ko engineer, karibu engineer.
Kongoi balozi ak chitugul nekakosubech eng karoneni rani eng olimbo America, ko afternoon eng olimbo Kenya, ako jioni eng Australia, ak afternoon I believe in Italy as well and Europe. So netai Fracidia kemeche kenai kele kikisikchin ano ako kitaune ano sabeng'ung anan your journey. Kikisikchin ano, where did you go to school, kiwe primary school ano, atya imwawech kidogo akobo your family. Karibu Fracidia.
Okay, yes. Kongoi sana Janet. Mimi nilizaliwa Karatina. That's where my father alianzia kazi yake. He's a policeman. So I was born in Karatina. And then after a while, I moved to Marakwet, Kabiego, Cheptobot, to be specific. That's my home place. And that's where I grew up. Nikaanza my schooling in the primary school, Cheptobot, when it was started. Actually, sisi ni founders. So I was among the founders of your primary school. That's where I started my my nursery school and primary till class 8. Nikamalizia Cheptobot Primary School. Later I joined Nyahururu for my high school. And then after high school, I went to Maseno University. I did my degree there. Yeah,
Awesome.
that's a summary of my education.
Kongoi. Tos imwawech ile kinyoru ne eng Form 4 and also kiune sobet through your journey in those initial years chebo foundation, primary, secondary school akoi wendi second in university at Maseno.
Okay, my primary school, I studied in, I got 278 marks in primary school, and I joined Nyahururu. It's a private school. So after Form 4 nilipata B+. That's what ndio nikapata chance ya kwenda campus on a job. Life in primary school, I come from an humble background. So life was not bad or good. It was a simple life, I can say, without so much hatukuwa na struggles mingi. The basic needs that we needed when we were growing up were provided by my parents. So my journey was not that haikuwa na challenges mingi in my education life, because I had supportive parents. Both of them, they were like very strict when it comes to education. Number one thing in our family was your education comes first. That's one thing that my mom used to tell us. So when we were in school, that was the thing that we were focusing on. You have to work hard and get your grades. Even in high school, when I joined high school, actually, I had 278 in primary. So going to Form 1, I met people who walikuwa na 360, 370, and I was like, mimi siwezi pita, siwezi shinda hawa watu. So that's what the mentality I got when I joined Form 1. But my mom told me that, don't look at what you read in primary. What you get in Form 4 will determine it. That became my motivation, and that's why I ended up getting that B+, because she encouraged me that don't look at the marks, and that's what I usually tell people. Usiangalie what you got in class 8. What determines what you will get at the end of it all. Yeah.
Kongoi. Mute Balozi.
Janet, so pore kama ameche ang'etin atilin kutit. Ameche kityo taimwoiwech in Fracidia ile ingele ngimwa nguno ile Marakwet oli marahisi koelewani chito kole loo netya ing kole len imite in yuto bo iten yu mengen kole imi karibu mpaka nebo Pokot olin, anan ngimwa yo kemwa kebune siling ata kong'etege iten sikeit olindo kimi olimwong olin.
Okay, Balozi, sisi tuko like the last ward to Pokot. So Marakwet is the farthest. Sisi tuko the farthest place ya Marakwet, Kabiego. It's the last ward ndio ufike Pokot. So from Eldoret, Singeite Marakwet, it's 300, and kitambo it was a rough road. For the longest time tumekuwa tukitumia rough road. So the only lami tulikuwa tunajua ukifika Itena umefika lami, until recently ndio tukawekewa lami, but bado kwetu tunatumia maram, bado like some part of it bado unaingia kwa maram, because most of the Kabiego ward it's bado ni maram. We don't have like good roads there, so transport was really hectic bado ni a nightmare huko kwetu, like coming to town bado ni hectic, but not like kitambo, because now unaenda na 2 hours. Kitambo it was 4 hours on the road, 5 hours, especially during rainy seasons. So yeah, alafu sisi ni when we were growing up in Kabiego, we were the victims. Like now unasikia clashes ya Marakwet na Pokot. I remember when I was in class 3, we had to run away for like 3 months, shule zikakatwa because of Pokot. Yeah, that's where we grew up.
Kongoi kanoto ne kameche amu like cham kekose cattle wrestling, kekose tukche tugul. So kikiker sukul 3 months. What did you do in 3 months? Choto kakeker sukul, and then you end up still, performing later very well. Kipi soman ngono, and what happened?
Okay, at Siku went another school. We went for 3 months. We ran out of our place. Si tulienda kwa my grandmother. My mom is a Kikuyu, so tukaenda kukaa huko for 3 months. Tukaambia things have settled down, so we came back and continued with school. I took to change school. Actually, I never changed my school. Primary nilisoma shule moja, high school the same.
Lakini Fracidia kinyeker sukul ibisoman ngap grandmother so ukele kimi homeschooling inye.
Yeah.
Okay, so testai Janet.
So amaja asube notok Fracidia. So does that still continue to happen right now? Ako kamaja korangalalchi ngalekap border. Yemi border gemwa ile maite lamit olinba olingong border of Pokot and Marakwet. Ata kwetu ko border nebo Nandi ak Uasin Gishu. Ako juzi tu ndio tumeona lami ikikutanisha the two counties. So eng chitugul ne politician, aspirant, whoever, mutaendewe komakimeche kichongani same kura, and then after that you forget all the people chemi border. Suppose konyor kora bichotok ne resources. So kamache atebenen Fracidia, does this still happen right now? Ako tos tokokere sukul, have things gotten better in your village anan tokekere sukul 3 months akeba kokeny eng lagok chebendi sukul at this time? Karibu.
Okay, thank you so much, Janet. Okay, for now, in the upper part of Marakwet kwenye sisi tuko, things may settle down. At least now, students, but people can study well, there is peace. But currently, we have crisis on the lower side of Marakwet. Like every day unasikia there are chaos, schools, watu waendi shule. Every day tunapata reports like people they are killed along Pokot, Marakwet, on the lower side, like Tot, Chisongoj. But these clashes siko until now. Currently, even as we speak, those things are still happening. The other day, over the weekend, tulikuwa na report like one person was killed because of Pokot bandits who come to ride for clashes. So we cannot say that imeisha kabisa, it's still there. And those people are really affected. Like schooling imekuwa hectic. People are scared kwenda shule because of those. So the kids along the Kiriofari are really affected by this. And we're still praying and trusting God that one day itaisha. That's our prayer. Like it's really hectic. Like you are in Kenya, but bado you are not in peace in your place. Yeah.
Kongoi, thank you for sharing that. So koi kota imwawejile, tos ne nekiyaak in your village, simakomi those clashes and what could be applied from in the lower part nebo Marakwet. So, but before that, kamache atebenen ale kingeitar campus eng Maseno kokirup ne eng inye akoi kenyorchin Italy. Did you have any side hustle or any what did you do? Karibu.
Yeah, after campus, the first year after campus, I finished my CPA. And then after that, I worked since 2016 to 2020 before I came to 2020 before I came to Italy. I came to Italy 2021 early, but my admission to Siena was in 2020, end of November 2020. Actually, my journey to come to Siena ilianza 2017. I applied for my master's in 2017. It didn't go through. I tried 2018. It didn't go through. 2019 siku apply, and then 2020 now it went through. So that I didn't. I've been in the hospitality industry working as an accountant for the last 4 years, since 2016 back at 2020.
Okay. Kongoi. Karibu balozi.
Kongoi nye engineer, kongoi kora taonyo. Ose amongen ameche timwaiwech ile subet ngo sikobit ketestai.
Kongoi balozi Pitarono, kongoi biik tugul cheisubech eng kebeberwek tugul cheterchin. Kongoi noto ko engineer Primin Chemweno, asante sana. Kongoi kora kanyoru report nengung Primin Chemweno. ile unganech mkono kebendi awamu ya pili kuretab Joel Kimeto. Asante sana Engineer Primin Chemweno all the way from Queensland, Australia. Daniel Bryan watching from Iten. The show is interesting. Kongoi Brian, Daniel Bryan, Chaplin Cheruta watching from Shara Olimba. Kebebertab UAE, kongoi timit tugul nebo UAE, kongoi alumni nenyo nebo tetutiet cheruyot Cleophas kale tune in. Akot kemwaun Cleophas, congratulations in your big day. Nekosirto kimi pamoja. Eric Tiroba, asante sana all the way from Keses Olimba nyumbani. Asante sana ndugu Isubet kongete Olimba Keses in county nebo Uasin Gishu. Kongoi Vincent Walker kale Sydney tune in. Kongoi chitab Sydney Absalom Kitur following all the way from Olimba. Kongoi Absalom Kitur ole mi Kemboutab rani. James Kiplimo, asante sana James Kiplimo ole mi mwawech kityo mwawech ile inamchine chano Betwel Serem. Kongoi Arab Serem ale following you from Olimba. Kongoi Serem ak biik tugul chetokere kotokomi biik cheingiani akinam sabarit nebo Kobilo tesetai akoi Olimba kamang'u ak chi age tugul nebunu kebeberwek chebo Olimba Elgeyo Marakwet ak kandoik tugul chebunu kebeberatak aba Elgeyo Marakwet, angot chorwenyo notok Senator Kipchumba Murkomen, asante sana, angot Honorable Sudi, biik tugul chebunu kebeberatak karibuni, kimi pamoja akoi kakesunet nebo show. Christopher Tokom, kongoi Arap Tokom eng ole imi Doha Qatar. Chumba Ian Arap Kapchari watching live, asante sana Ian kujitab ole ese. Karibu balozi.
Kongoi nye kongoi ngakwek tugul Josubet Vincent Walker agerin kora Chumba Kipto Ian, karibu Christopher Togom, James Kiplimo akwek tugul Josubet. Kimeche kesom kityo kele olaikan ako shean program nebo betutab rani akot akibwotun akobo Octiven ak kibagengeisiek choto toretech eng atkan tugul. So karibuni akwek tugul Josubet. Ko Kobilo kainyoru kasi eng Nairobi, abwoti ale kele kaitar university inyoru kasi eng Nairobi iyai kasi. Kinae ne kakinyorchin Olimbo Siena Italy? Kinae ne akobo Siena Italy? Amwae kunotok kosubkei ak kakemwa ile ibo Olimbo Kabiego mwisho nebo Olimbo karibu Marakwet ak Pokot. So chitab olinda mwisho olin konai kole kakimuchi keba Siena, kainyo korok ibitu Nairobi. Kinae ne? Who told you about it? Akimwoiwech about the process asikobit konai akine chito nebo olinda bo kebeberta nindonin, ngokabo Pokot, ngokabo ano, konai kole kaimukakse tukyu. How did you find out about Siena?
Okay, I found out about Siena through a friend, Emily and Cleophas. Tulikuwa Maseno pamoja. So Emily was here, he came here in 2014 or 2015. So once alipost kwa group that if you want to apply for masters in Siena, you can do it. So I got interested. Like my dream was like to do my masters outside Kenya for a very long time. So I got this opportunity. I said, let me try it out. So I tried it out. But as I said, sikupata scholar. I got the admission, but sikupata scholarship for 2 years. So nilipata on that trial. So basically, to apply, the process is you apply for the school. The openings currently siko open if you want to apply. The first intake closing itakuwa on 15th January, and then the second intake deadline itakuwa April. After getting the admission for the school, you now start the process of sending your papers to Siena for declaration, and then in July, now the opening for scholarship happens. So you apply for the scholarship online, and you send your documents to Siena, and then by end of September, early October, announcement ya scholarship inatoka. If you have successfully gotten it, then you can process your visa, and then you can, after getting your visa, now you can come. Yeah.
Ko
It's
in
not that complex.
Fracidia, so ingele mara ko len chito uyo ingen Fracidia in olin, so mabwati ale mi kienyeji. So chu ko yekainai kotesetai process atya iya plan ako meche konai biik kole kaiman tukchu for it is for real. So mabwati ale kingen chi other than chorweng'ung nekimwaun kolechin no mi ki nekekure scholarship. Iya plan ko inye Fracidia akekurin amu kimaingen chi ngolotok. So tukchu ko iman. Ameche teimwochi bichuchok cheisubech konai kole imukakse tukchu. Mara kolen chi kingen Fracidia chumbek chekimi olin. I don't know if you knew any Italian there or you didn't know anybody.
When I was applying, I didn't know anybody. Like somebody who is here apart from Emily, and he was just guiding me. So it's possible if you put your effort and mind to it. There is no shortcut. You have to follow all the processes. I know somebody is a part of shortcut. No, it's about dedication and following the right procedures. If you have the right qualifications, you will get it. It's not impossible. It's possible so long as you have the qualification what they want. You present what they want. Akunanga kupitia shortcut or giving false information. Just be honest. Produce what they want, and then you will get it. It's easy. It's ngumu. So it's not impossible. It's possible. That's what I can say.
Kongoi Fracidia, bijo subie jaja mo tebe olen lion. Ko sige som en tayo Fracidia si gonet link ak the website. Asikobit kinde page nenyonet so ngot komeche chi iwe yotok. So malasima akot ikuro, malasima ikur Janet. Maybe kityongani iwendi yotok ak i-apply kindote, the process tugul neimukakse. So tukchu tugul chu komukaksei. Julia Jules kongoi eng kebeberta Finland. Dori Chelagat kosubech notok ko director kongoi ko tukchu ko possible. So chi nekitar undergraduate and first degree ko possible imuchi apply for masters. Ko imite Italy Fracidia. So kait sukul angen ale emonito bo Italy keng'ololi Italian. What are the challenges and what are the opportunities? And in Italian, did you have to learn Italian so that you can go to school, or how do you do it? Mara komi chito nekakosubech eng yo kolara kiwo kitebi kotiani sinai in Italian anani king'yait mwalimu nyokonetis eng class. Ko how did you handle it anan kinetisye language ne Fracidia?
Okay, the course I applied for, we are taught in English. That's the easiest part of it. There are few courses they are being taught in English, but majority are taught in Italian. But the challenge was like everywhere you have to, like every place they speak Italian. So that was the first challenge I met in this place, because when I came from Kenya, I didn't know even sikuwa najua hata salamu, like how do you say hello in Italian. So that was the challenge when you arrive here, because everybody speaks Italian and there are people who don't know English, like completely. Hawawezi ongea English. If you ask them, do you speak English? No. So that's the challenge. And if I was given I knew I could have taken classes for Italian. So that's my advice. If you are planning to come to Italy, at least take some few classes, hata kama ni online. Just learn the basics of this place. It will really help you in moving around, because if you don't know, it's a big challenge.
Kongoi Fracidia. So tebutiet nemuche koteb biik chechang anan inekota bichu tugul chemiyu kotebe biik kole why Italy? Biik chechang kolen ngoma America kobet, kolen alake ngoma Australia kobet, kolen alake ngoma olimbo UK kotebi, kolen alake ngoma New Zealand. Yani kasub countries cheng'ololi Kiingereza. So why Italy of all the places? Maina ile kimuche keba America anan maityem olin anan kiaityem olin dakip kobit ole Italy, Fracidia.
Yeah, that's a very good question. Yeah, I tried the US when I was in my first, after I finished my Form 5, I wanted to go to Australia for my undergraduate, but the school fees was a bit high for me at that time. So my dad akaniambia we maliza undergraduate, and then maybe masters, you will try it out. But one thing I believe in is exploring new places. Everybody wants to go to US, wants to go to Australia, wants to go to Canada, wants to go to UK, but every place has its own good opportunities. So don't limit yourself to one place because everybody is talking about that place. It's good to explore new places, like try new places where people have not been there. Maybe there are good opportunities, and some people can explore that place. So for me, Italy, I chose Italy because I wanted to explore new places. I've never thought of coming to Europe in my life. Sikuwahi fikiria. Actually, when I wanted to go out of Kenya, I was thinking of US. Actually, it was US only. But later I said, let me explore new places. So don't limit yourself to specific place. It's good you explore new places, because if I never came to Siena, I would have not understood the beauty of Siena. So that's my advice. Don't limit yourself to specific places. Explore new places. They are good. Every place has its good things.
Kongoi nye Fracidia, ko kongoi amu kacham ng'olyon akilen explore places. Simango kera kurget itebi yotok ako kakeker kurget ipketemel ipkinde kibulit. So kaikai ityem kimasta age, maybe okot imukoksei. So Fracidia, kisungukan, I mean, have you only been in Italy, or you've had an opportunity to go to other countries in Europe? Amu angen ale Europe ko ng'alekab train system ko nekit kondoito ang dunia. Muji mengen biik, ng'alekab train system is the best in Europe. So have you had an opportunity, you were other countries, and kibitebe Siena kityo?
I've had the opportunity to go to 2 of the European countries. I've been to Malta. I've stayed there for over 3 months. And recently I've gone to Germany twice. So yeah, and I'm still planning to travel with Europe before I finish my degree. Yeah, I want to explore Europe. Europe has good places to see. So that's what. But for now, I've gone to 2 countries, Germany and Malta.
Kongoi nye Fracidia, Malta ko taonit agenge anan kapkwembei agenge ne very beautiful, you know, like Malta and then German. Negit biik chechang komengen kole the most visited countries in the world ko negit karibu in the top 10 ko negit karibu 6 komite Europe. So kakikasat eng yo kele Italy ko number 5 eng emotinwek chekirutochin eng ng'ony. Ko emet namba agenge nekirutochin kosir emotinwek tugul ko France. So kotomo inyo iwe France, it's beautiful also. Ak emotinwek chabo Europe cho, so of the top 10 ko nekit 6 komite Europe. So ikere ile mi tuguk chekororon kebeberatak. So Fracidia, mara kakosubwechi ing yu kosubech kebwa kakebwa nekakeitu Malta kebwa kisubun kong'etege olimbo Marakwet kainyo iwe olimbo Nyahururu iwe olin kimeche inyo America, but you ended up in Italy. Akote imi olobo Italy. So imuche kot kakoteb chi kole ara, you know, lakwani kakeker ni. Is Fracidia booked or anan toma, and what are the limitations? Fracidia.
Okay. Fracidia is not booked. For now, I think I want to finish my master's and see what comes after that.
Kongoi nye Fracidia ko biik chomi amakawakas. So kamwa Fracidia kuno meche kotar somanet. So inye na inye kan mising ikilgei akinye iwe somanet, and then, you know, we wish you the very best, Fracidia, and yeitesetai explore kora, you know, ngokimeche olebe America, ngokimeche Australia, you can still use yetaren your plan. So mekany kot kobek, start applying now. So mutai yabit paroindo imuchi inakte, you know, kile ngokera kurget imuchi ibun Teresa anan ibun Keshok. So kanai ngo maratun ikoek America ole kimeche ole kenyo kokaitar olimbo Europe kimakun chemyach yeiwendi itesetai. Ko Janet, osea kotomo kekur Janet, ko ameche koteimwoiwech ile isuben ngo akote kemeche kemwa kele oye ngeboisie Optiven kibagengeit nemi kebebertab Nairobi mongen kakakiit star number 3 Osea, mongen ale une number 4 ak 5.
Kongoi Balozi Peter Rono, kongoi kora kwa safari nebo Fracidia kong'ete olimbo Kabiego, olimbo county nebo Elgeyo Marakwet ole tomo ait. Tomo awendi kebeberab Elgeyo, mwisho nenyu ko mwisho wa lami, tomo asire. Ngami biik Balozi chetom koro lamit eng maisha neng'wa, so oye kongoi Fracidia ak bichotok bo Kabiego, amang'u ale devolution ini komuch kokoikyi anan kokorikyi lamit. Biik tugul cheisubech kongoi koskei Robert Kale, love your brilliant mindset sister, work hard and explore to more and wish you all the very best. Kongoi koskei Arab Robert, ngole mi Kiprop Bernard Kale, Janet Cherotich koskei miono kakotakan chi Kiprotich Janet, kongoi chicho cheng'e chi nekikure Janet Jero, kongoi nemeche koityi tetutiet, so toshian to laikan asikeityi tebe chi nekekure koskei Robert Kale, how can one apply to join Europe and other world ak emotinwek cheu Gulf. Kongoi meche chichoto Fracidia ngot koibwoti kosimwochi chicho komakchingei konyo kebeberin bo Europe. Kongoi Kiprotich Bernard Kale watching from Douglas, asante sana chicho, asante sana afande. Aisubech kong'ete olimbo Backlands Nairobi, asante sana Jeriyot Kilio. Agere kakoyok link nebo scholarship konotok kale iwendi kile www.apply.nu.e. So fans chechok akweket at least korno kakeyokwok link nekakotebe Fracidia netokchingei kebeberta nimbo olimbo Italy with page nyo akiaplayan mara moja. Kongoi kora Chepkogei Prudence kakoyok kora link. Asante sana. Agere chang biik kabisa iyogu link chebo that scholarship. The links are there, the scholarship are there. It's upon Julius Kale watching from Finland. Kongoi chito Finland. Dori Chelagat, asante sana. Mite kityo ketestai kityo kebe star namba 3 ak star namba 4 kokoyamakikesu show kokakebe star namba 5 atis komwawech Fracidia kole ine kong'ete olimbo Kabiego amang'u ale chichi makwendi mwisho wa lami komeche kong'et eng nyumba Kitengela Nairobi ako ketet tugul ak angot CEO. So ngot kekas ng'alyo kobun studio atis ketestai akoi kakesunet.
Taker on site. It is called 3-star property. The fourth level is 4-star. 4-star is ready to build development. 4-star is a property that is ready for you to start construction. We do very nice maram roads. We plant the trees. We put the water tower. We also put a caretaker on site, and everything is ready for you to start construction. And then finally, this is our top of the top, the 5-star. The 5-star is premier, it's the top level. And this one, we do cable roads, we do water management through underground culverts, we do underground power, we do fountain for water, we do beautiful and nice permanent gates, we do perimeter wall, and also do install the CCTV, and the whole property is manned by uniformed security. We are calling it the 5-star, the premier. And some of these properties, these 5-star properties, we do a clubhouse and also construct swimming pool. This is the topmost. This particular property, it goes from 5 million for a piece of property that is 50 by 100. Thank you very much. You have an opportunity to make a decision. Do you want 1-star? Do you want 2-star? Do you want 3-star? Do you want 4-star? Or you want 5-star? Some of our customers, they prefer land banking. You go for 1-star. So it all depends on your purposes. If you want ready to build, you go for 4-star. If you want luxury, you go for 5-star. Thank you once more for trusting Optiven, the #1 brand in property.
Kongoi noto ko CEO nenyo Joshua Shuri ale the choice issue was inegei negere sikoi imwawech Fracidia ile yamin ngono inyendet ingen ile koiwendat olimbo Malta olimbo Germany akuyo kele meche ti explore en Europe ako koimwa ile ibutyin ngoro tikiwechi kongoi akobo kampunit nabo Tamu Life ngimakchinigei chaik ngimakchinigei kombet nebo chaik olimbo ole America order kityo iwendi website nebo Tamu Life ak order kedelivani to your doorstep ak maimi lagok ilechini bwal no keba olimbo Walmart eng America kotekani time so kaikai kityo igugulen ak ine Tamu Life. So kongoi bikyok ngotiketestai keshan ati ngotiketestai kinetkei pamoja. Karibu balozi.
Kongoi nye Osea Kiprono eng kebeberta nebo Australia ko kaokoschigei kobun Optiven kibagenge inotok ngimeche ibirchi simeit kibagenge inotok ikur 0723 400 500 anan ivisiten website www.optiven.co.ke anan ikur director Dori Chelagat eng 0713 885-871 sinyorchigei inai ile kewokenin through kiborun kele ne neimukoksei imuchi iorganisan malipo ya polepole inde deposit ak itestai we kote ketekun kebeberata. Kongoi nye toonyo ko kakebe anan kaketestai akebwa eng kebeberitak. So Fracidia ko kakenyorchin kebeberta nito bo Italy. Inye ko kiyai hustling eng olimbo Kenya ko kaitar sukul uni kianyorchigei kasi kidogo iyai hospitality mi koi accountant. Maimwoiwech ile isomanchini ne nguno do you study KICB eng olimbo gaa, are you studying to be an accountant anan kichenjen course neng'ung'et. Akameche kora Fracidia ing'ololchi neranik cheisubech eng olimbo gaa. Kingen kele emetab Kenya ko unemployment rate komito over 40%, ngap kotar chito university mami kasit kotebi chito eng olimbo Kabiego koker makomi koek barak koek ng'ony. What advice will you give to young people chutokchu kakoteb alake kole omwoiwech akobo ng'alekab application? Ameche kityo amwochi chicho alechi kindoi yo website it is you to initiate the process. Ngume initiate mami ole iwendi, but you have to initiate the process ak isub the process tugul akoi kote. We will put it in our website kotoretech Fracidia, kotoretech Prudence, kindoi tugul website nenyonet, but it is up to you koek inye neiwendi isubi the process. Ngumesub koui. So what advice neikochini biik chemengechen chemara kosubech anan ko kandoik chukikekwei akere isubech Murkomen eng yu kobun oling'wong Murkomen ko kikimi tugul olep diaspora. Imwochini ne those leaders sikobit ko create employment for young people, and what do you tell the young people cheisubech Fracidia?
Okay, kongoi sana balozi. Currently in Italy, I'm doing my master's in international accounting and management. It's more, okay, the course is more of management and accounting, so in a blend well with my undergraduate studies. And for those who are asking about the process, it's more of your passion, because I remember when I came here last year, watu walikuwa wananiuliza like nipe link I apply and then unawapea and then after some time unauliza mtu ulimaliza? Hapana, I didn't finish, the deadline was over. So even for those who are asking, I think it's more of you initiate the process, because it's, as I said, it's easier and it can be hard at the same time. It needs a lot of patience. You have to be patient and wait and go through the processes, and it's easier if you just do the right thing. It's easier to get it. So that's what I can advise those who want to apply it, that be patient and just make sure you do the right thing. And secondly, coming from a small village in Marakwet, and in a place where when I was growing up, I didn't say that I'm a firstborn. We are four of us. We are 4 girls. I'm the firstborn. I have my 3 sisters, Susan, Caro, and Scholastica. Growing up in that village where there were no people, like we didn't have people who we would look up to. It was rare even to kusikia mtu ameenda university. So we didn't have role models. I remember when I finished class Form 4, nilifunza primary school, and then one day we were discussing with teachers and they were saying that there are so many dropouts of schools because hakuna role models. There's no one to look up to. So the struggle was a real struggle because after high school, you don't know where to go, what to do. But I could advise the young ones in that if there's something you have set your mind into, just go for it. Don't feel like it's taking too much time. It might take too much time, but at the end of the day, it will come to pass because I'm a living example. I never gave up. I started my journey of going out of Kenya back in 2010 after Form 4. I didn't get it, but I didn't give up. Even in campus, I still had that dream of getting out of Kenya, and I never gave up on it. I pursued it. I will be lying if I say that I didn't give up in the process, but at the end of the day, I was still patient and passionate about it, and finally I got it. So for the young ones who are out there, if there's something you want to pursue in your education, even when you want to pursue a business or a career, don't give up because it's never easy. The process is so hard. Sometimes it gets hard that you want to give up, but don't give up. Just pursue it, go for it, and you will get it. And for the young ones who are finishing after campus, things are very hard. Unamaliza campus, unakaa for like 4 years, 5 years without job, and you feel frustrated or unaanza kuregret mbona ulienda campus. I would advise our leaders now that we are in 2022 and the election is here. So let's select the right leaders, and our leaders don't make empty promises to us. It's my prayer that these leaders, they could build an environment where if we can, it's not only that we get jobs, but an environment where we can be self-employed. They would promote more of self-employment in the country more than kututafutia jobs, but promote those courses that you can self-employ yourself after campus. So I think let's go for our passions, because there's this scenario like when I go to campus, I'm going to do a course that iko na employment, like teaching. Most of my area people are going for teaching because it's easy. Ukimaliza shule, you can get an employment haraka, but that's not it. It can be good, but that's not it. Let's go for our passions. All these courses, you will get a job. Go for a course that you can self-employ yourself. That's the best. I can encourage people to go for this polytechnic. Kama hujapata kwenda university, go for them. You can self-employ yourself, and it's the best. You can explore. It's not only in Kenya, even you can get out of Kenya with these self-employed courses, and you can still get an opportunity. So let's not limit ourselves let's not narrow our minds to only zile courses ati tukimaliza shule tunapata kazi. Hapana. Let's widen our minds and go for the courses that you can self-employ ourselves when we finish school. So my prayer to our leaders is that they create that environment for us so that our generation can get that opportunity to explore so much that we have in Kenya.
Kongoi nye Fracidia. Ko Fracidia kemwa ile kimokomite role models olimbo in Kabiego. So what kept you going? Like what keeps you going? Anangiger ngo inye, so there was nobody. Yeah, you are the first one. Gateway University, probably you are the first one. Imi bitanin ngolotak. Gewe University, the first one, at primary. Who was your role model and what kept you going? Fracidia.
Okay, I didn't have a role model in career-wise, but I can say my parents were my role model because they were the ones who, like, I can say, pushed us to to studies. Like for my mom, yes, only wants the best. Like go for the best. That's what she always does. For her, she didn't akumaliza shule, alisoma mpaka a point akaacha. So he wanted us to go beyond that. So they were the ones who pushed us to study. Like in our home, masomo was the first priority. Hakuna kunegotiate. You have to study. Not only study, but you have to pass. So I think that's what kept me going. And again, being a firstborn, you have people who are looking up to you. So if I stopped at some point, I was worried of my siblings that itafika mahali pia or maybe they will not go. So I have to work hard. So I will motivate myself that I will do it not for myself, but also for them. And also, coming from a small village, I wanted to show my village that it's not a matter of where you come from. From that small village, you can be somebody somewhere. So I wanted to do it not for myself also, but for my village, that small girl who is back in the village can get encouraged that from this village I can go far. Because now we were limited to that village. Unamaliza primary hapo, high school maybe utaenda tu hapo, and hivyo. Maybe ukienda bali in Eldoret college or something and it's done. So I want to make sure that in the generation that wako nyuma yangu, they motivate that it's possible for me to get out of this village and go far. I think that's one of the motivation that kept me even after campus, that I have to do it not for myself but for my village.
Kongoinye Fracidia kimagun jamnyach ko tebutye no tebe nguni ara tos after all this koinyo gimagomi role model koinyoru. Have you found a role model along the way? You endoti koi to live Nairobi, koi to live Italy. Can you say now you have a role model? Agotos might disappoint in your sisters and the village. So I believe PKM village it is possible. So I don't think you've disappointed your siblings, the village. Have you got a role model now, Ginyoru and Andoma?
I have few. Like I don't have a specific role model. I've never had a specific role model in the process, but few people like unaangalia mtu unasema someday I want to be like this person, but I don't have a specific role model. I've always stick to my parents to be my role model. Yeah, I've never had like this is the person I'm looking into.
Kongoi Fracidia kamagun jamnyachi wendi tasatai. I believe you will be a role model to so many people in your village and so many girls Chicago subejing your women that it is possible from coming from a small village ko possible to you. Kongoing a lecturer in etech you have to do the initiative agi sub make even up. Ko kimeche sakewega nyegenyoru ngalek chakimwa kelen takeaways chechoket ko unless kotinye osea tebutinyo ko osea teimwoiwech ile isubenyo kabwatun kityo akobo Optiven akabwatun akobo Thermolife chai and then abwatun akobo ndonyo mat yekitesetai kuni ako ngimeche sponsor this program imwoiwech asikobit kiro kele kewa sponsor agenge tekesome kele likean ak isharean ak ifollowen our program yekitesetai osea.
Kongoi balozi Bitarono ak biik tugul akot kibwotyin chi age tugul kakimwoiwo kele oye kimi kabisa kenyini ketinye saetab muguleldanyo kero ketech studio neo kabisa ngolimbo Kericho County korab our legend noto ko Joel Kimeto. Ako ngimeche isupporten our legend much itinye simendi moja anan imeche ialchi pchumarik anan at least anan imeche icherugei angot betut agenge iwe kityo biyai kasi ngolimbo ground for one day akiwekun akelen kongoi kabisa ikondaktane. Kongoi mwalimu Eric Maraba, kanyoru report nebo mwalimu Eric Maraba lakini mwalimu Eric Maraba koiungani mkono ako kale mi pamoja ak the team nebo Igere Nee Chitab Kalenjin. Benjamin Kurui kale happy for you sis, kale chamegei kongoi kanyoru salamu olimbo Kiraon kami chi neisubun from mashinani. So Peter Kipchumba kale watching live from Doha, Qatar. Philemon Gurgat kale nice inspiration touching a story from humble background. God expand your territory is not ko ngainene naat ko guru komi emet ab olimbo UK. Kongoi guru all the way from UK. Kale je Peres Cherotich happy new year hakata kongoi Peres Cherotich all from olimbo emet ab olimbo minendet emet ab olimbo Philistine anan kikure emet ab Filistianik. Asante sana isubet Jacqueline Cheruta Salem. Kongo chitab Chepterit kale so brilliant good work data. Kongo chitab Chepterit isubet ako mi inendet emet ab olimbo Saudi Arabia. Ak biik chechang chetukosubech angot ko keingiani for the first time, ngot ko tomi subscribe on YouTube nenyo, agere biik chechang kesubech kabisa ang YouTube nenyo nebo Igere Nee Chitab Kalenjin. Links chebo scholarship tugul already share to our page. Eric Irwa following from olimbo Laikipia. Eric Muruti kongo chitab Laikipia, uyo tom kenyoru chi nekitebe akobo bandanyi from Laikipia. So kicheng'in sicheng'ech Eric simwawech missing akobo olimbo Laikipia. Akongoi ak biik tugul chichaba Nakoya City makolo sikelandan olimbo Nakoya City eng wikishek chemi tai keibu olimbo Nakoya City. Fracidia, kongoi akobo safaring'ung, at least you have a journey, you have a long what's your how do you feel kemwawech initially your dad was a police officer, and we know police officer at times go move from station A to station B, station C, kakile isubi orders kongakele ira suppose ipakange. How did you grow up as a daughter of a police officer? Did you have that cordial relationship or ilikuwa na instruction by instruction? So because we are privileged kakinyoru ngoi lakwetab police officer. And what is your message to your dad?
Okay, thank you, Osea. Yeah, I'm a daughter to a policeman. He's an inspector. Growing up was, we didn't get to, when we were kids, we didn't get to spend more time with my dad. Maybe holidays, shule kifunga, we go for a month, come back. But after, I must say that after high school, that was the time I bonded with my dad, because tulika, like after high school, I stayed for 2 years before I went to campus. So that was the period my dad was, alikuwa nyumbani for a long time. That's what I can say, that was the time we bonded with him. I got to know him more, and as we speak, we are so close with him. He's more of my best friend than dad. And then, yeah, it's not easy growing away from one of your parents, like staying with one parent and the other parent is not there. But one thing I loved about my dad is dedication. He was dedicated to us. When it comes to our welfare as his kids, he would go out of his way just for us, and not even for us, for the whole family, because he's the firstborn son in the family. So he was looking after the whole entire family. So that's one thing I love about my dad. He has a big heart. He's so hospitable. Watu wenye namjua, he's an humble person. He's not talkative. But one thing I can say, I'm not sure if he's watching, but I'm 90% sure he's watching. Thank you so much, Dad. We are here because of you. Like, I'm here because of you. You motivated us. He went to school he has been going to school in his old age. And I was telling myself, if my dad can still go back to school, why can't I study and I'm still young? So that's why I say he's one of my role models, because even in his old age, he still goes back to school. Yeah, but now next day is going back, this year, 2022, is retiring from, he has served for more than 30 years, so he's retiring. So we are thanking God that God has kept him all through until now. He's coming, anamalizia kazi yake.
Kongoi nye Fracidia ko amangu ale ngot ko kasej ngot ko subej inspector, kele inspector. So ngot ko subej inspector.
Yeah.
Ko if there is a gift that you can give your dad, ko imuto konyo when you are graduating next year in Golimba, Italy. So that ngot ko
Sure, you will have.
so it would be nice for you to go speaker go graduate and your daughter because you are the role model. Mele no got role model. So you are the role model, you are the friend, she's your daughter. So it would be nice. Yobe ak mama so abe olinda ba Italy. Anyin chakula kora no nekisise kityo. So karibu go inspector. I think it would be the best gift from your daughter. It would be nice to be in Olinda ba Italy. Ko tunitare na kikure PhD Fracidia. You call us an ocean engineer, we will come. So kimecho kora iwendi tasetai yen your dad and mom for your masters. Me and Osea and Janet will come for your PhD. We don't know where, but we wish you the very best. So start looking for now. You don't even have to send us a letter. You just let us know. Maybe it is America, it's Australia, it is the UK, everywhere. It's possible. Olimba Marakwet orito lin ka mwisho kabisa olin.
Mwisho wa lami.
Mwisho wa lami kotinye inyo ibi yogoi Siena imukoksei kebeberwecho tugul cho, so it's possible. Ko osea kimeche keweke sinye kenyoru ng'oliot no kimwoe kelen our takeaways mongen ale kainetege ne. Ang yebata kikochi Fracidia komwoiwech ng'alekchik chebo let. Ko osea kainetege ne akere Enoch Tanui ko kelechinin karibu kobun olimbo Doha Qatar. Karibu jana Jacqueline Selem kakemwa ko kongoi ngapkwek tugul chekaosubet. Ko osea mongen ale kainetege ne Fracidia.
Kongoi balozi Peter Rono, kongoi biik tugul cheisube timit nekocham kemi kanisa pamoja Olimbo Kalenjin Global Church. Asante sana Professor Jelugoi and the entire team, asanteni sana. Biik tugul kora chekocham kemi kebeberta nebo Tumaini, asante sana. Biik tugul chekocham kerutochini kanisosiek eng olimbo emetab Kenya, asanteni sana. Chang ng'alek chekanetege Fracidia. Netai ko all dreams are valid. Kit age tugul nekemokyigei inyendet komukakse. Another thing, initiate your own process. Another thing nekanyoru Fracidia ko mesaske, never give up. Mesaske, ingen ile shikosasege chito kole ane abunu area ini kotom komondoi chi area ini nyo kebo kityo mwisho wa lami. Lakini ki proven Fracidia kole it's very very possible. Ko it's added advantage ing kokwotunwek yo utinye biik role model, yo utinye biik chechang chekikomanda swangut olimbo kura Fracidia. Ko inegei eng kokwenyi nekikomanda, lakini iker as much as she tieme akine si asamias komong biik. Ak kit age ko kanyoru kora ngamuch ikilgei kityo nebo kokwet. Ngingen ile ngap kocham alak ile ikiligei nebo oling'wong. Lakini Fracidia komatikokilgei nebo oling'wa, kikilgei ak nebo kokwet. Kochangen the narrative anan kochangen the story nebo the village and the conversation. So biikab yeko mwisho wa Lamu kaketou safarit meche sitinye kelandan olin eng oratunwek chechang, much kebe ngoma kanisa kelandan kora cho kikure empowerment, youth empowerment, women empowerment, sikosikyi kotepche ng'ololchi biikab eriaishek chundok bo olimbo kura Fracidia. Kit age nekanetege balozi, this is from the point nebo baba nebo Fracidia. Ngap kenyoru polisiek cheambol. Ingen ile polisiekab Kenya ko kike-categorize ngele they are not humble, lakini kabaibaitu kangakas Fracidia kolen baba nanyi ko very humble, is very loving, so caring. So ngama police tugul ngap kelen makikategorizeni kele humble in Kenya, lakini at least part of them go very humble. So Fracidia, all the best. We wish you well. Welcome to the family. You are like number 56 among the team. Nenyo komi CEOs, mi employers chekawacheni ning'ololi, kami yon, mi angot biik che at some stage komuch ichunde ipko-interviewenin kolechin kikerin from Igere Nee Chitab Kalenjin. So we value you in high regards. Kongoi Fracidia, all the best.
Kongoi osea kongoi ngakwek tugul chekakosubech abwati ale CEOs cheisubech kairo ile Fracidia is a very very qualified candidate ngalekab accounting chito neigere ile oye inakimwa kelen human resource she will be a resource to your company and big employers chomi so abwati ale kararan kimakun koteitestai kakoek inendet engineer ko engineer kameche kityo kimi nakimwoe kelen takeaways ko mangen ale takeaways chekuk eng Fracidia kone akakere Ereng abwati ale Ereng ko kale wacheni from Eldoret ine kocham komi Lep Texas lakini karibu sana Ereng tunakushukuru asante sana Solomon Yego following from Narok Enoch Tanui eng olimbo Doha Kata ak Ereng komi olimbo Eldoret chitab olimbo El Paso Texas ko karibu ngakwek tugul ko engineer what are your takeaways from Fracidia?
Kongoi balozi akosea ak Tonyo Fracidia abwati ale kakekas tugul akobo journey nengung and it's very inspiring. My takeaways eng ane ko netai ko kemwa ile despite challenges never give up. Initially ko kemwa akobo you had to leave school for 3 months atya iweke kora sukul even though you scored 278 marks iwe akibinyoru B+ in high school. I think that just shows the determination neitindoi and ako nebo chitugul never give up no matter what circumstances, no matter what situation neibune nguno. Sometimes you cannot foresee, you cannot change amu if you are born in an area where there is conflicts, that's just it, but you make the best out of the situation. Agogora, speaking to your resilience, you tried 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020 when you got your scholarship. Dakichitage, they could have given up, and I think that just speaks to a lot of resilience. And even through your journey, you still went to a country where you did not know what language to speak, and I think it's just impressive. Keep catching up, and you're still there and you're thriving. So really, really good job to you, Fracidia. Let us all emulate her and put the same effort in kitage tukul nekie. Kitage nekalanan balozi Hosea, our guest and also our listeners is friends. Kemwile, how you got to know about Italy was through your friends. So I think it's just incredible how Kagle, you are the average of your best 5 friends. So Tebege Jitugul, I think we've been saying this all the time. Tebege Jitugulile, who are my best 5 friends and what do I take away from them? So I think those are my main points that I learned from today. So know your friends, and never give up. And always follow your dreams. Be curious. We see our guest, she went to Italy. She wanted something different. And I think that just speaks to curiosity and being innovative in those ways. So Kongoi Balozi, I'll give it back to you.
Kongoi nye Janet engineer imite kebeberta noto bo Florida ko kongoi negit kaginetkei tuguk chechang. Fracidia ibwotwo kingo growing up mongen kotito komitat commercial nekibo Everready Chapapaka Power. Ijam gemwa kelen Everready Chapapaka Power. Ko ki eng ngolyondo noto kole never say die. So yani kiki betri notok newendi. So all your dreams are valid. Chito nekakosubit, all your dreams are valid. Kaginetege Fracidia kele ngoekinye neyoe initiative. Aketesyin akichek kele kindoi information webpage nenyo inyendet neiaplani maachek chekeaplanu. Kakikonin kityo information is knowledge, but it is up to you to apply. Everything is possible, kamwa Fracidia. Maneno kamwae imukokse kiy age tugul. Ngoto kang'ete ine olin mwisho nebo Elgeyo Marakwet karibu Pokot olin akomong kakekas eng yo kele kitebibit arawek somok amawe sukul. But all in all, eng yo kapkogo kotestai map kotebi kotestai kosoman eng yo tatun nyokwo, lakini matitaminan makisiek choto cho kinyor eng yo nyokokertai kora olin. So imukakse tukyu. Iku netai eng kerieng'ung iyoe. So you can be an inspiration to others. Okot nda imining anan ko iyo, you can inspire others. Kekas kimakonye role model, lakini it was his dad and mom chekimuch koek role models chechik, ko imuchi ko motivaten eng chito nemining anan ko chi neo. Imukakse tukyu tugul. Every dream is valid. Kicham kemwoe kelen dreaming is anyway, dreaming is free. Ngumerwotito itinye shida. So irwotite, so and then actualize anyun your dream. Atya nebo let ateschini nakamwa Janet, choronokuk ko ng'o? Who are your friends? Ikere ile ngakimako bunu olin ko kinyokochop kobonden ak baba nenyi akoek friends akoek noto neka-inspire. So who are your friends? So konai akobo olimbo Italy. That is why kakitebe specifically kele kinae ne Italy akibun olimbo mwisho nebo Elgeyo Marakwet, komwa kole kinyorchi choronok. So kakile ngorot luget ko nyakiwach komakiwache kele omie ng'o, matoretin tuguk cheitinye lakini mwoe ile kimie ng'o. So keteschini no kilen chorweng'ung ko ng'o. So ngitinye chorwa iropkei chichotok, ngiropkei chi neng'omitu iropkei chi mokorio iegu mokorio. So your friends will help you. So inyorchini ne choronokuk ako who are your friends? Ngot iker choronokuk mut itebekei ile iegu ne ing choronok choto omite tugul. Melen kole sibilechi choronok saisere, lakini icheng'e excuse imande ngot ikere ile matoretin. If they are not friends of value, just exit pole pole. Melen kole sine simete choronokuk, but it matters who you hang out with, who are your friends. So choronok choto komuchi kotoretin anan ibet ing yotok. So kongoi Fracidia, kimeche kemakun chemyach. Abwati ale kakekoschine kele you are our guest number 56. Ako ngot ko kosubech baba neng'ung ko kakesom kele oye tun igraduateni kongonyo mama ak baba olimbo Italy. They can have spaghetti, they can have all those good food in Italy. Kotun itare PhD neng'ung, me and Janet and Hosea, we will come. I don't know where it will be, but atinye kamang'unet ale iwendi and you are a PhD material and we want to wish you the very best. Siye natai akot eng olinda pa village neng'ung. So mata iwe buch, iwe university, lakini ka iwe all the way. So we want to wish you the very best. And I know you will keep shining and representing us. Kimache kemakun chemyach. Age kotom keit yotok ko Hosea, agere Vincent Rerimoi komi olimbo Tokyo, agere Samson Kip watching from Ohio. Samson kongoi ing olebo Ohio. Neno Chemng'eno kelejinin karibu imite Naivasha. Agere Delki Kipsodin mi Kapsoit kemeche kele karibu Kericho. Paul Reng kongoi eng ole imite. And we tell all of you happy new year eng chi age tugul ngoe kenyini nebo kaberuret, kenyini nebo kabelisiet. We wish you the very best, each one of you. This is our first guest in 2022. Fracidia kimakun chemyach. Kimache kekonin Fracidia imwoiwe ng'alekuk chebo let asiketar tetutiet nebo betutab rani. Fracidia.
Kongoi sana balozi. And mara aleti kongoi Igere Nee Chitab Kalenjin for the opportunity you've given me. I'm humbled to be in this show, and I thank God for giving me this opportunity to share my journey, and hoping that somebody somewhere, it has inspired somebody somewhere. And my last words to everyone is that never despise your humble beginning. Never hate yourself like you cannot do it. Don't allow your self-esteem to be lowered by any circumstances. But in all, believe in yourself, because it's you who knows your journey. And even if things are hard, never stop believing in yourself. Go for that dream, as small as it is. Make it happen. Don't just dream it, but make it happen. And always choose to go for what you believe you are meant to be. And for me, my prayer is that what God called me to do in this world, that I may fulfill it one day. And I trust God in the process, that one day, when I will be in my old age, I will say that at least I did what God called me to do in this world. And that's my deepest prayer, even in this journey, that God will help me to fulfill that dream. So those who are watching us, thank you so much. And I pray that somebody somewhere will give a story that I dreamt of this and I fulfilled it. So Mungu wabariki sana, and thank you so much for the opportunity.
Kongoi mising eng akwek tugul chekosubech betutab rani, tawat nyo noto bunu olimbo Kabiego ing Elgeyo Marakwet, mwisho nebo Elgeyo Marakwet ak taunetab Pokot ing olin, ako kinyorchi inendet kebebertab Siena olimbo Italy. Ko nyo number 56 kimeche kemakun chemyach Fracidia. I believe kuye kemwa komukokse tukchu tugul, kimakun chemyach iwendi tesetai, iwendi ikiligei, you will inspire so many others. We will come and celebrate ing olimbo Kabiego.
Amen.
Ako kakiyan anan kakekoschine kele kibwane graduation nengung nebo PhD ane ako Sea ak Janet. We don't know where it will be, but I'm sure it will happen. Kongot ko iwe kot koit kele kewe olimbo Kenya kemeche kesom CEOs cheisubech ing yu. This is a very wonderful candidate. So ngotitinye boisiet nekararan nekimuche neyomegei ak Fracidia, I'm sure Fracidia will not disappoint you. She will do a good job, like we can say. Ko kimeche kemakwok chemyach, kimeche kelechok Happy New Year eng chitugul, kakikesut tetutiet nebo betutab rani. Kongoi Osea, kongoi Janet, ak kongoi Taonyo. Ngiberurok.
Igere Nee Chitab Kalenjin ibwotene, imwoe Nee Chitab Kalenjin ilele nenye. Igere Nee Chitab Kalenjin ibwotene, imwoe Nee Chitab Kalenjin ilele nenye. Ugezi so Chitab Kalenjin.